Somnath Bharti is obviously watching this broadcast live. He's live tweeting us as we put out this investigation, and he says that he served a legal notice. So I had my legal team pull out that legal notice while this program is going on. I've had an opportunity to go through it. Somnath Bharti has raised several questions in this legal notice. There are about 34 points, 30 of which happen to be questions. But Mr. Bharti, if you're watching this broadcast now, I very clearly know that you are. We will answer these questions, but we've asked you some questions. Why don't you answer those questions first? What was your link? Just get my producers to put those questions up on the screen against. What is your link with all these other American companies? Did you declare them to Indian authorities? Did you sell them? If you sold them, did you pay taxes with the RBI? Is there a FEMA violation involved? These are all questions, Mr. Bharti, you must answer. Those are questions I haven't so far seen answers to. I am seeing, kindly provide proof in your possession showing my client having registered a company under the name and the style of Topsides LLC in the USA. Kindly provide the documents of its incorporation. Kindly provide the details of the finances that were paid by my client. One second. We have put out facts in the public domain. These are accessed from the US Registrar of Companies. It's not very difficult in the state of Iowa. You can access them yourself. And of course, you know about them. All of them are registered in your residence address. How is it that they are registered, Mr. Bharti? Tweet back. If you don't want to come on live, please tweet back. You're watching this broadcast. You're giving us completely the wrong answers. Conrad Longmore, he sent us 30 questions, 34 points, 30 of which are questions. He hasn't answered a single question that's been put to him. What do you make of this legal notice?
I find it absolutely amazing that he won't come out to defend himself with a point of view that isn't in any way credible. Mr. Bharti has just denied and denied and denied having anything to do with it, and yet his name is all over so many different elements of this. But one thing we don't know is who actually owns these companies. You can go onto the Iowa Secretary of State's website and have a look at these companies, and it only comes up with an address and not the ownership details. Now, I know from my research that there was another man involved in this, and the company Webb's Biggest LLC, which is one that you listed, was involved in what's called a reverse takeover of a U.S. firm called HLT Services, and the capital from that went into this other firm, and then the Webb's Biggest LLC company was taken over by another company called Advisors LLC, which is a vehicle of Mr. Paul Unger. Now, this information is all available in SEC filings in the U.S. So I question whether or not he owns them, but certainly the evidence is that he's involved in them. And if his involvement was minor, why doesn't he just come out and explain exactly what that involvement is?
Sure, we are not, Mr. Bharti, jumping to any conclusion. You know, it's almost like you can talk to him live, he can't talk back, he can tweet back, of course. We're not jumping to any conclusion. We have no axe to grind. We are putting out documents. Your name is registered as the name of the administrator, the contact person, the financier on all these companies. We're asking you, sir, only why are you not coming out and answering?